Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Absolutely. Always ready to explore.
Today, we're doing something a little different. We're taking a deep dive into the world of astrology specifically for all you Aries out there.
That's right. We've got a daily horoscope lined up, and it's all about December 24th, 2024.
Now, I know what you might be thinking, wait, horoscopes. But just hang with us for a sec.
Yeah, think of this as a fun, kind of like a playful exploration of what the stars might have in store.
Exactly. And hey, even if you're not like a diehard astrology fan,
hmm
you got to admit, sometimes those Aries traits like that energy, that optimism, they totally resonate.
Definitely. I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of that Aries fire?
So let's get into it. What's this horoscope saying about the big picture energy for our Aries friends on December 24th?
Well, it's really highlighting connections, which is interesting.
Connections.
Yeah, like amplifying relationships, both personal and professional.
Okay, so not just feeling like supercharged, but actually using that energy to connect with people, like where this is going.
Absolutely. It seems to be about harnessing all that Aries power and directing it outwards.
Makes sense, right? Aries are all about taking action, making things happen. But wait, I see a little note here about balance. Is that where our classic Aries impatience might come into play?
It probably is. Aries is ruled by Mars, right? The planet of action, drive, all that good stuff.
Mars, the warrior planet.
Exactly. So that Martian energy, it can be a total superpower for sure, but it can also lead to rushing in, maybe not thinking things through completely.
So maybe a little too much ready, fire, aim sometimes.
Maybe just a little. So the horoscope's kind of reminding us to slow down, listen to others, take time for the people we care about.
I see, I see. So it's about channeling that fiery energy strategically, like
Yeah.
being mindful of how you use it.
Exactly. It's all about balance. And it's funny because actually when Aries does slow down and listen, that's when their natural leadership qualities really shine through.
Interesting. Okay, I am ready to move on to the fun stuff. Love. What does the love horoscope have in store for our Aries friends? Any romantic sparks flying around on December 24th?
Well, the horoscope definitely hints at some potential for romantic connections, especially for single Aries.
Ooh, juicy. Give us the details.
It mentions unexpected places, like even casual social gatherings.
Okay. Now, knowing how spontaneous Aries can be, and this is just me putting two and two together, but could this mean finding love at the grocery store checkout line? Or maybe bumping into someone special at a coffee shop?
It's definitely possible. Aries is known for being bold and straightforward, so striking up a conversation with someone who catches their eye is definitely not out of character.
I love that. It's like, hey, you look interesting. Let's chat. No beating around the bush. Classic Aries.
Totally. And for the Aries who are already coupled up, the horoscope emphasizes small gestures of appreciation.
I love that. So it's not always about the grand romantic gestures. It's the little things that count.
Exactly, like a heartfelt compliment, a helping hand, just showing that you care. And this actually aligns perfectly with the generous spirit of Aries.
That's so true. Okay, enough with the lovey-dovey stuff. Let's move on to career. What's the word on the street, or should I say, the stars?
It sounds like December 24th is a pretty fantastic day for Aries in the workplace.
Lay it on us. What's making it so fantastic?
Ideas are flowing, leadership is being recognized, it's all very positive.
Wow, so it's like all that Martian energy is channeled in a really productive direction.
That's the feeling I get. But, and this is a big but, here's where that balance we talked about earlier comes in again.
Oh, I knew there had to be a catch.
Not necessarily a catch, just a gentle reminder. Even when things are going great, Aries needs to be mindful of not overdoing it.
Yeah, I can see that. Getting caught up in the excitement, wanting to do everything at once.
Exactly. So the horoscope really encourages prioritizing tasks, delegating when possible, and most importantly, taking breaks to recharge.
Got to pace yourself, right? Okay, well, this whole balance thing seems to be a recurring theme for Aries. And actually, speaking of things that need balance, what about finances? Any insights from the horoscope on how Aries can manage their money on December 24th?
It's interesting. The horoscope suggests that this is a good day for evaluating spending habits.
Oh,
Go on,
okay.
huh?
I know talking about money can sometimes be stressful, but maybe this is a good opportunity for a little financial checkup.
Absolutely. And it makes sense when you think about it. Aries is associated with the element of fire, right? And fire symbolizes passion and impulsiveness.
Uh-huh, that tracks.
So while that can be super exciting, it can also lead to impulsive spending. So the horoscope is encouraging a more strategic approach to finances.
Like thinking before you buy that shiny new gadget.
Exactly. Maybe even consider seeking advice from a financial expert, especially for long-term investments. And honestly, this ties back to the Aries' desire for freedom and independence. Having a solid financial foundation gives them the freedom to pursue their goals without feeling restricted.
That's such a great point. It's not just about saving money. It's about empowering yourself to chase those big Aries dreams. Okay, so we've covered love, career, and finances. What about health? Any major red flags for our Aries listeners?
Thankfully, no. The health outlook seems pretty positive overall.
That's good to hear.
But the horoscope does suggest incorporating some stress-relieving activities, especially ones that focus on the head.
The head. Is there a reason for that?
It's interesting, actually. In medical astrology, Aries is said to rule the head.
Oh, I never knew that.
So things like meditation, aromatherapy, even a simple scalp massage could be especially beneficial for Aries.
Okay, I'm definitely going to try that scalp massage thing. Sounds relaxing. So before we wrap up this Aries deep dive, let's do a quick recap of those key Aries traits.
hmm
We've talked about fire element ruled by Mars, but what about that lucky number,
Ah, yes. For Aries, it's the number 5.
5, and the lucky color?
Red, of course, aligning perfectly with that fiery energy.
Makes total sense. And while we're at it, what about astrological compatibility? Any signs that Aries tends to vibe with really well?
Generally speaking, Aries gets along really well with the air signs, so that's Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, and even Aquarius.
Air signs, got it. What about signs that might be a bit more challenging?
Well, the earth signs, like Cancer and Capricorn, might require a bit more compromise and understanding.
Interesting. So if you're an Aries listening out there, maybe keep an eye out for those compatible signs on December 24th. Who knows, maybe even spot a few fives sprinkled throughout your day.
Right. Pay attention to those little synchronicities.
Now, as we wrap up, I have to ask, this is something I've always wondered about horoscopes. Do you think they just reflect who we are? Or can they actually, subtly guide our actions?
That's a great question, and honestly, it's one that astrologers have been debating for centuries.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's a big mystery. But maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe by understanding the energies at play, we can make more informed choices. Who knows?
So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. If you believe it, it might actually happen.
Possibly. I mean, the power of belief is a pretty incredible thing. But ultimately, I think the power lies in your hands.
Oh, Seth, I love that. It's all about taking in the information and making it work for you. And hey, maybe it's just a fun way to think about the day ahead.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Aries.
And hey, if you're not an Aries, don't worry. We'll be exploring other signs in future episodes.
So stay tuned. Until then, keep exploring and keep looking up at those stars.
And hey, maybe let us know in the comments if you've ever had any, crazy horoscope predictions come true. We'd love to hear your stories.
Definitely. We love hearing from you.
All right, that's a wrap for today. Catch you all next time.
See